So we are go. 45 minutes A main. Yellow's on TQ. And we are good to go. Filling up, everybody's filling up the fuel tanks. Everybody's ready. We're counting down from 10. On 4 the cars will be down and the lights will be out. And we will be go. Here we go, but car number 2, I thought I saw Carmine move. I don't know if the referee saw that. So on our way is our TQ man. Immediately on his back end is Carmine Raiola. Carmine is running in the yellow car, and the bright orange car from Berlesri is immediately on the back of Carmine. So it is yellow's Carmine, Dario and Jacob. Our first direct qualifier, and Tony is there. Tony is there behind Jacob. Tony showed already great pace on the semifinals. So let's see what Tony is doing. It takes a 45 minutes final, but Tony already showed the pace. No reason to rush into things in this first stages of the race. Looks like the pace of Yillis is on point. First few laps 15.2. Fastest lap time is in the hands of Yillis, 15.151. He just improved to 15.107. So the Yillis' pace is on point. And we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers until Melvin are a little bit pulling a gap between Melvin and Leroux. Oh, Melvin made a slide there, so now the first 5 drivers have a gap to Melvin. We are watching Jacob and Tony battling it out for 4th position. And it will be interesting to see who will have the fastest mechanic. You can be a fast driver, but if your mechanic is slow as, then you will lose the final. Anyway, looking on the inside there of Jacob's car of Tony looks a little bit more agile than Jacob's does. Jacob looking good all week, but Tony's car looking a little bit more pointy, so to say. Front end is a little bit more sharp. Well, we saw Tony roll the car at the beginning phase of the semifinal, so maybe he made some changes. He was talking to me about the bump after start-finish, that if you turn in on the bump with big tires, the car will flip. Until now, his car looks very sharp on the front end. So Yillis, Carmine and Dario are spread out evenly. The difference between Yillis and Carmine is 1.1. And 1 second between Carmine and Dario. And the difference between Jacob and Gruber is 2/10, obviously, because they are on each other. We have 3 minutes race time down, 42 long race minutes to go. Yellow still leading the race, pulling off a little gap onto Carmine. Melvin, after this mistake, Melvin is a little bit recuperating some ground. To name the pace of everybody: Gillis 15.1, Carmine 15.0, Dario 15.2, Jacob 15.2, Tony 15.1, Melvin 15.3, Quinton 15.5, Alex 15.5, Tim 15.4, Basile 15.5, Rene 15.4, so all close together. Gillis just posted the fastest lap time of this final in 49.67. So he's already under the 15 seconds. Pulling out a gap. It looks like Yillis and Carmine are pulling a little bit away from Dario. Not much. And these two are still battling for 4th. That is now decided by long. If you see, Tony is literally on every apex, while Jacob is losing a little bit here and there. We are going for the first round of fuel stops. We see mechanics already sitting ready. We are 4 minutes and 20 seconds in. I think everybody is refueling on 4 minutes 30, which means exactly 9 fuel stops. Rene is in. Crosscramp is in. Let's see how these two do, because if these two go in for the pit lane, they can win or lose a position. Tony can win and Jacob can lose one. So Rosicki and Gruber, they must be in now. Oh, Jacob is going another lap, so should it be that Jacob is doing 5 minutes? We are on the 5-minute mark now. Okay. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. 5 minutes and 5 minutes and 8 seconds and Jacob is in. Is he doing 5 minutes really in the final? That is literally the only one. But now look, Tony has snatched the place of Jacob. Not only of Jacob, but Melvin is now at the back of Jacob. But Jacob is doing 5 minutes, so it seems. I'm really very curious if he can get to the next one, because like I explained earlier, the engine is getting hotter. Everything is getting hotter. The fuel with the fuel gun is a little bit less inside the fuel tank, so the next fuel stop will be critical for Jacob. Difference between Yilles and Carmine. Let's focus on Carmine, who needs to clear some back markers. He is in the chicane. Yes, the less bright yellow of the row of yellow cars. Great for commentating. Great for camera work. This is Carmine Rayola's second place behind Gilles Groskamp, clearing Brazil. Needs to move over, which he does. Then the next one is René Poepke. Looks like Gilles is clearing this traffic a little bit faster than Carmine is doing. The difference between Gilles and Carmine is now 1.9 seconds. Last lap time by Gilles 15.1. Carmine 15.4. Dario 15.1, Tony 15.1, Jacob 15.3. Yes. So Gilles has already passed Leroux, Benson and Thurston, and Carmine also needs to pass those people. So the difference now is 2.4, so Gilles is expanding his lead. Still Gilles, every lap he does 15.1, 15.0, maximum 15.2, which was the last one. Very consistent. It has to do with the knowledge he has on this track. Of course, a lot of experience because he's Dutch. It's not his home track, but it is a track where he raced a lot with in the Euro Nitro Series, Dutch Nationals, and of course European Championship with 1/8, with 1/10. So he knows the track as no other in the final. But in second place, trying to catch Gilles, is Carmine Raiola. Last lap by Gilles 15.0, Raiola 15.1, Dario 15.2. Let's see Dario, because Dario is one car back. It's the orange car. This is Dario Balestri, current reigning European champion. Last time by Raiola 15.1, Dario 15.2. Difference between those two teammates is 1.1. So Alex just opening for Dario there. So we are up for the next round of fuel stops, 8 minutes and 17 seconds. We see Basil Concialdi coming in for fuel. Father refueling. Let's stay on Dario. Oh, Tim Benson just opening there, was close. But these drivers know what they are doing in opening and in overtaking. They are world's and Europe's finest drivers. So we see Alex Thurston, father, sitting for Alex for refueling. We are watching Dario Balestri. Massimo Fantini is his mechanic and also engine sponsor. And Massimo, they have actually two Massimos refueling. The other one is also called Massimo. And away he goes. So he enters the track behind Gruber. So he lost one place on track, but Gruber still needs to come in. Leader was in, and away he goes. So at the moment, Gruber is second on track. Then we have Carmine, then we have Dario. We see now Dario at the end, at the back of Carmine. This is between, at the moment on track, between 3 and 4, but Tony Gruber is just in front of Carmine because he is doing different stuff with fuel tactics. So it is now 9:43. He's now in. So it is not 5 minutes, but it is also not 4.5. And I'm wondering what does it give him? If he wants to make 5 minutes, he needs to stretch at least one stint to 15. Maybe what they also can do is so when they do a tire change, you lose a lot of time obviously because of the tire change. But when you are changing tires, the engine is not using any fuel. So what they maybe do is one lap every time, like 4:45, then 9:30, and then when you come up to the tire change, they just take the time they lost. They take the time back at the tire change. That can be possible. That will be a very risky strategy if you ask me. But like I said, these guys know what they are doing. So we are watching Carmine Raiola with the yellow body shell, then followed by Dario Balestri. And our leader Gilles is 3.6 seconds ahead of these two. Gilles still clearing back markers. Can we go one car forward to the yellow car of Carmine? Carmine running on second position. Let's see. Lap times at the moment. Gilles in the lead. 14.915 last time by. Carmine Raiola 15.009 is his fastest lap until now. Dario 15.197. Gilles is doing really consistent laps. Also Dario improves his time now. 15.002. So like I said, tires are getting smaller and times are getting faster. Can we focus on the white car on the back straight of Gilles? Now in the S's. It's the first white car. That is Gilles. The second white car is Jacob Rosicki. He's already one lap down, running in 6th place. So our leaders are lapping. He's coming up on the back of Melvin Diekman, who is running on 5th position. So I must imagine what the pace of Gilles and the other drivers are compared to the rest. Not only the pace, but also the pit work is done perfectly. Let's just see if we can follow Gilles until the next fuel stop. So would be somewhere in 13.5 minutes, so 1 minute away. So clearing René, clearing Melvin. Melvin goes into the pit. René makes place for our leader. So as Gilles is clearing his back markers, and also Raiola and Dario needs to do this. The lead of Gilles is now built up for 4.4 seconds, which is a full fuel stop if they do it correctly. So that means if he comes in for fuel, which will happen anytime soon. So I see Bertram Kessler kneeling down to get Gilles in. Melvin is in. Tim Benson was in. This is Gilles. Gilles is in. Fueled up by Orkan owner Bertram Kessler. So he gets out on track before Raiola and Dario. But Gruber is still in the mix with this special fuel economics because he's now behind Raiola. Can we focus on those two, the yellow in the front straight? The front straight, and yeah, so these are the cars of Raiola and Gruber. Gruber now in third between Raiola and Balestri. Like I said, he's doing something special with his fuel stops. I'm really curious to see how this pan out for Gruber. Gruber showed really pace in the semi-final. And it's also showing pace right now to compare. Gruber is doing 15.3, Raiola 15.3, Dario 15.2. Last time by Raiola 15.2, Gruber 15.3, Dario 15.2. So Gruber just went into the pit lane. He jumped out between Dario and Raiola, Dario and Carmine. Following Carmine, you see in the same shot Dario running in the orange car. 9/10 of a second. There's 2 bad laps and you are in striking distance of each other. That close racing, it is what we are seeing here. But in front, still, Gilles, 4.2 seconds. Last time by of Gilles, still 15.0. I think literally he's driving within 0.2 of a second every lap. We see problems for Diekman. Problem for Melvin coming into the pit lane. No steering, he's complaining. Yeah, problems for Melvin. Too bad because he was driving 6th. Not really bad position to be in actually. It moves Tim Benson up to 6th. So let's focus on the car of Alex Thurston on the back straight, the pink one. He is battling for 7th and 8th with Quentin Leroux. This is our closest battle on track at the moment. Alex running in the pink car, Quentin Leroux running in the purple with white car. As we see in the corner, a flame out of Basile Concialdi, bringing back to the pits. And we see Tim Benson running in the grass there, which just gave Alex and Quentin the position. Tim Benson losing 2 positions now. So they are now battling for 8th position, but for 6th position. Oh, a little bit wide there from Alex. No, both in the pit, both in the pit. Let's see how this pan out. Martin and the father of Quinten, both equal fast refueling. Martin explained to me just before the final that he had a body tuck, and it was because he picked up the car with the body shell. So let's hope that they made some minor adjustments to the body shell that don't happen anymore. So really close now. Let's see if you can make a move in the coming laps. You hear the FR official shouting that they need to make room for Balestri because he's lapping back markers. Oh yeah, Alex. The Quinten Leroux goes wide for 1 corner and Alex is immediately there to pick up the pieces. So Alex jumps Quinten, is now on 7th position. Let's go back to we have a replay of the move. Quinten just brakes too late at the end of the straight. Oh, he clips a curb and Alex is immediately there. It's a very tricky section because you go left into the end of the straight, immediately go right. There is not a lot of time to make a move there, but Alex made it stick. So Alex is now on 7th position. So I see that while we are watching the battle, Gilles Groskamp has a lap of 53, which means he dropped all the way back to 5th position. And now the leader in the race, we can follow the leader in the race because he's behind Alex now, is Carmine Raiola. And Tony Gruber with a special pit stop strategy. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he is driving 2nd now. He's driving 2nd behind Thurston, behind car on track, but 2nd behind Carmine in position. So Alex needs to open. Okay, let's check what happened with Gilles because we were not watching. So the leader in the race is Carmine Raiola, followed by Tony Gruber, Dario Balestri, Jacob, and Gilles. Gilles still the only one at the moment doing a 15.0. Okay, we tried to find out what happened with Gilles, but it's unclear. It is not tires because it was 50 seconds. They also take the car back under the driver's rostrum. Usually that means that they need to have the restart. So could mean that he did a pit stop, tires and a flame out, but it was unclear because we don't have that on camera. Following now the leader in the race, Carmine Raiola, followed by Dario Balestri. And they are within 1 second, 9/10 of a second. We see Carmine leading the race. Dario Balestri is right behind him. So we are coming up on halfway, which means both of these drivers needs to do a tire change. The only explanation is that Gilles also did a tire change and that he flamed out during the tire change. That's the only explanation I have. But let's keep an eye on the leaders because they will need to come in, and Dario is looking left and right from Carmine. They are teammates. Oh, they hit each other, they touch. Oh no, Carmine spins. And now the lead is in the hands of Dario. But Carmine is in for tires. He spun out. Dario took the lead, but immediately went in, meaning he is maybe not losing a lot of time on Dario. So let's see the time of Carmine. Then we can maybe figure out if Gilles has also done a tire change, because here is Gilles, and go to the back straight, the white and the yellow car in the back straight. That is Gilles. So now we check where Raiola ends up. Raiola ends up behind Gilles. So what I think is that Gilles already did a tire change, and that Raiola now is running behind Gilles. Tony Gruber in second, Dario leading the race. Gruber is actually 2 seconds away from Dario, but both cars need to come in the pit lane, and Dario's in. Dario's in. I see fuel, and I see tires with Dario. Dario's also doing tires, and now Tony Gruber has taken the lead. Can we focus on Tony Gruber? Because the white car behind Tony Gruber, that is the car. Let me get that straight. Because
Gilles is in pit.
Yeah, that is the car of Jacob, who has now jumped Dario. So Jacob is in second. Gilles is now in pit for a tire change. So the lap that took too long was not a tire change. He's doing a tire change right now. So this promotes Tony to the lead and Jacob to second and Dario to... Oh, we have a flame out. A flame out for Gilles. Oh, as the tire went off. It's not a flame out, it's a tire that went off. Ay. Disaster for Gilles. Disaster, really. So we are following now. Dario and Carmine both have new tires on there. So Tony and Jacob have not done tires. They are now leading the race, but these cars are virtually in the lead, meaning they are battling for position. Just before they both went in, it looked like Dario had a little bit of overspeed on Carmine. Because, oh, Carmine flipped the car at the end of the straight and he's lying there. He flips the car. This is what we're talking about with Gruber. If you have big tires and you hit the curb, you will flip. And this is what Carmine did. So virtually Dario is running in the lead, but Tony is leading. But Tony still needs to come into to the pit for tires, and I see his father sitting ready. Tony is in the chicane. Let's have a look how the tire change go. Coming onto the back straight, the white with fluo red. This is Tony Gruber, our leader in the race, and I see Team Gruber sitting ready in the pit lane. Team Gruber consists of the father of Tony and Daniele Lassi. Oh, I see speed is less. No, Gruber flamed out. So the tactics they were playing with the fuel did not work. Like I said, they were trying to stretch it until the tire change and then take the seconds back. They were stretching. And now he flamed out, lost the lap, need to do a tire change. So this is disaster for Gruber. But at the meantime, this is all happening. Jacob is also in the pit. Jacob is in the pit for tires. Let's focus on Dario, who's now leading in the chicane. Coming on the back straight. The leader in the race, our current defending European champion, Dario Balestri. So disaster for Gruber, disaster for Gilles. One lost a tire, and one did something special with the tactics and flamed out. I think he ran out of fuel. Ah, that's too bad. And Carmine flipping the car. So in the meantime, it is Dario Balestri making no mistakes in driving, making no mistakes in strategy. He's leading the race in front of Raiola, who is now 3 seconds behind him. So it is not all lost for Carmine. He still has a chance. But the last mistake he has made, he cannot do anything else, because Dario, we all know, he is not making any. So Gruber still on third, but 2 laps down. Really too bad for Gruber, because he has played a card with it that's called weird tactics, and it didn't work out for him. But I always say, no guts, no glory, no shit, no story. So Dario, our leader, is in, and he's out. So he's in and out, still in front of Carmine. We have 18 minutes left to go. 18 minutes. I am very curious to see if Carmine pulls something out of his sleeve. I cannot imagine how it must feel to be second always to the same person, really. It is your teammate, it is your friend, I know, but we are racing high competitive races here, and I can tell you, it can be difficult to be second to the same person. But yeah, he is honest. To be honest, he is making no mistakes. He's doing everything what he needs to be doing. So let's see some pace. Gilles Groskamp still at the moment the fastest man on track with a 15.1. Yeah, but flame out and lost a tire. Impossible to get that back. Dario 15.2, Carmine 15.1, Tony 15.3, Jacob 15.2, Quinten 15.6, Alex 15.4, Tim 15.0. Just posted his fastest lap in lap 102. René Poepke just got new tires, 16.1. Gilles 15.0 at the moment. Fastest laps are in hands of Gilles Groskamp, 14.8. Dario 15.0, Carmine 15.0, Tony Gruber fastest lap 15.0, Tim Benson 15.0, Melvin Diekman 15.0. Talking about close racing. So leader in the race still Dario Balestri, 108 laps, 28 minutes. We are 2/3 of our race, 1/3 left to go. Behind him on track we see Gilles. Yeah, he has the pace, but yeah, when you flame out and lost a tire, Gilles knows this is impossible to get back from that. So he's just running behind Dario. Nothing else he could do really. But Melvin is behind him. He is in position also behind him, but yeah, 2 laps down. 16 minutes left to go. Dario Balestri, our leader, 113 laps. Raiola also 130 laps, 3 seconds behind him. So Dario literally has no room for mistakes because Carmine will pick up the pieces. Carmine made one mistake. He flips his car. Only one mistake. 15 minutes remaining. It will. Anything can happen. We see in the semifinals a lot can happen. So we also see in this final that a lot can happen. So only Dario and Carmine are in the lead lap. Gruber is 2 laps down. You see the car of Dario, if you watch real closely after the tire change, his car is a little bit sliding more on the rear, especially in the end of the straight. I saw it already a few laps. The pace, however, is still the same. You see also coming into this right-hand corner, his rear starts sliding. I don't hope it gets a bigger problem during the final for him, because maybe his rear tires, because of the sliding, are wearing too much. He's in for fuel. Fueled by Massimo. Timekeeping Massimo. Team Massimo. Let's see some pit stop times. Pit stop of Dario was 18.8. That's one of the fastest we've seen today. Raiola also came in for fuel, 19.9. So below 20 seconds is a fast fuel stop, but 18.8 is crazy. It is literally 4.2 seconds if you look at this lap times. Dario leading the race in front of teammate Carmine Raiola. Tony Gruber 2 laps back. Behind him is still running on track Gilles. He can make a move, but Dario is not obliged to move over because Gilles is on 8th position and 5 laps down. Reigning European champion. We've played this video so many times during this weekend about his win in the Euros in 2024. Mamma mia, he said. Now he just opened up for Gilles on track because it's no point to sticking in front. He knows that Gilles has the pace. Immediately the first lap after he opened, Gilles posted a 15.0. Next lap of Gilles 14.9. Dario 15.1. Carmine 15.2. Tony Gruber now also 14.992. Lap 103, fastest lap of Gruber. You must imagine that Gruber is 1.5 lap down, but he flamed out. Also, he's showing great pace. So 12 minutes remaining. Everybody is on the second set of tires. Only thing what is left to do is refuel and refuel. Keep on running, don't flip the car. That's a recipe for a European champion. Balestri is getting in a better rhythm, so it seems 15-1, 15-1 last time by. Let's go to the second car in this final. Raiola coming up on the back straight, the yellow car. Raiola just cleared Melvin Diekman. He's running into second, flipped his car only once during this final, which cost him the lead and maybe the win. I'm afraid to ask him this question after this final. Really? What happened? Yeah, we all know what happened. Big tires, hit the curb, flip the car. Yeah, maybe can cost you your European champion. Still 10 minutes to go. Maybe Dario can also do a mistake. Hard likely, but Everything can happen. Dario had a little bit troublesome start of his qualification. Had some issues here and there. Pace was off one heat, but he found some setup tweaks. He found something. So Carmine is in. He fueled by his default mechanic. Whoa! Are they doing tires? They are doing tires. Okay. Only right side then. Yeah, only right side. Okay, this is getting interesting. Meaning that Carmine has now only right side new tires. 10 minutes left to go. But what is Dario doing? Then we need to keep an eye on Dario, because he will be next up in the pit. Let's see what Dario is doing. I'm looking in the pit lane. I'm seeing no tires. I also see no stress. And I see no fuel gun. I only see Max Fantini watching the stopwatch. So what now happened is Raiola got new tires and Dario didn't got new tires, but they all switched a complete set halfway. So this can mean that Carmine has the upper hand at the end. Dario has now a lead over Carmine, 11.4 seconds, which means Dario can spread that 11.3 lead in 8 minutes to slow down his pace to save some tires. That's what he can do. Still, I see nothing happening in Team Balestri. No tires. Well, let's just check if he does tires. He needs to do it in the next pit stop, but I don't think he is doing that. 8 minutes left on the clock. Logically, he will refuel in 1 or 2 laps. I see Massimo discussing something with Dario. They are talking. But pace is still good, 15.2. Raiola with new right side tires, also 15.2, so he's not gaining. And Dario is not losing. Yeah, maybe Carmine had like, I cannot catch Dario. Maybe I'm losing for Gruber. He had 2 laps or 1.5 lap. Now the difference is 15.6 seconds, which is a little over a lap on Gruber. So for me, it doesn't make sense, but we will clear it out in the interview. We are still following Dario Balestri, the leader in the race. Let's see, pace-wise, he is what I said he's doing. He's lowering his pace. He's now 15.4s, and Raiola is doing 15.7 last time by. Maybe a small mistake. He opened for Gruber, I think. So I think they need to do 2 more fuel stops, or we just missed that one from Dario, but he's not doing any tires anymore. So last time by Dario, 15.2. Last time by Raiola, 15.4, Gruber 15.2, Jacob Rosicki 15.2. Yeah, we're driving 100% pit stop strategy, all on 100%, and that is what needs to be done to get European champion. You cannot make any mistakes. You cannot lose a tire, you cannot flip your car, you cannot do anything, you cannot flame out, because there will be someone who have everything 100% in order, on point. And at this moment, it is Dario Balestri who has everything on point. 5 minutes 40 and he's in. This is only a fuel stop, meaning he needs to do 1 more splash and dash, and then that's it. So also Raiola is in, only fuel this time. Down and away he goes. But if we look now, the difference between Dario and Carmine is almost, we just seen in the shot, it's almost a lap. Let's see. Difference now is 12.9 seconds. Gruber is 18 seconds behind Carmine, which means 1 lap and 3 seconds. So last 5 minutes. We entered the last 5 minutes of this European Championship in the Netherlands, Apeldoorn, 1/10 AC track Euros. Car still looks good, pace still looks good, everything looks like it should be. Literally in the meantime, we have Quinten and Alex still fighting it out. They are like 45 minutes in a battle. Let's focus a few laps on those two cars. Alex and Quinten are here. They are literally battling for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes to race against one driver after so many pit stops, so many tire changes, and still be within within 1/10 of a second. Oh, sorry, I'm exaggerating. 4/10 of a second. That is really exciting. Alex must move for Gruber, then Quinten must move. But that shows how close it can be. If you have a perfect race, nothing happens. You're still fighting after 42 minutes. They enter the pit lane always at the same time, exiting, and now Alex takes Quinten, and he jumps Balestri, but he needs to open for Balestri, and Quinten is there immediately. So 45 minutes, still running on 6th position, but still fighting for 6th position. So now Alex jumped. They switched places many times. In the meantime, Dario was in for his last fuel stop. Yeah, so behind Quinten is our poleman Gilles, and he dives into the pit lane. So let's see how this pan out before we switch again to our leader. This is the closest racing we are seeing on track at the moment. All the others are clearing back markers or Alex leading Quinten. We are watching position 5 and 6. So everybody is fueled up and ready. The mechanics done their job. They don't need to do anything anymore. Only, wait what their driver will be doing. So 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes left to go in this final. Minutes remaining. Let's switch to the leader, the orange car in the S's. Dario Balestri, the leader, is now in the chicane. Coming up on the back straight, the orange car. The orange car, yes, this is our leader, Dario Balestri. Almost 1 lap in front of Raiola. He is 1 lap in front of Raiola. Yeah, only needs to overtake him, but it's 14.1 seconds, which is a lap, almost. 1 minute and 10 seconds, so there must be happening a miracle for Dario keeping the win of this European Championship. I will ask him how many titles this is, because I think the people who are watching this cannot keep count of the titles he is winning. At the moment, one of the fastest drivers in the world. Not only 1/8 skill, also 1/10 skill. Amazing. An Infinity chassis and a max powered engine. So Quinten Aru opening up for Dario. Behind Dario is running our poleman Gilles. Still showing the best pace, but yeah, unlucky at the moment. 18 seconds, meaning he will have one more lap. One more lap. This is his final lap. Dario Balestri taking the 2025 EFRA 1/10 IC Track Euros European champions again. Dario Balestri, it's amazing, really. 100% effort, 100% execution, pit work perfect, everything perfect. Dario Balestri, European champion, ladies. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Carmine Raiola on second, Tony Gruber on third. He had something in the sleeve called a card called Weird Pit Stop Strategy. I will ask him what exactly was the plan. Winning this championship, Dario Balestri. Second place, Carmine Raiola. Third place, Tony Gruber. And on fourth, just outside the podium, but finished on his starting position, Jacob Rosicki.
He gets congratulated by